It's This Week in Bourbon, and they can deny your PTO, but they can't deny your disability. And here's your headlines from November 8th, 2025. The Lodge at Trial and Error is finally open. Jim Gaffigan is releasing his Bourbon Set on YouTube, and a vintage whiskey counterfeiter has been exposed in the state of Maryland. And before we get started, here's a quick word from our partners. Hey everybody, welcome back to This Week in Bourbon. How are you, Ryan?
I'm good.
How was your Thanksgiving?
It was amazing. I'm still bloated. One too many desserts, one too many bourbons. But do you get PTO and disability? I don't know what those are.
Well, okay. Well, here's the thing: is so there's another trend going around TikTok or whatever, and it's basically saying like you can request PTO, right?
Yeah,
and you can get denied, but if you have a disability, like something happens to you at work, well, they can't really deny that. So they have, let me see if I can find the video here for you. Go ahead and hit that one right there where it says work.
Okay.
So basically the guys are just injuring themselves on purpose to make sure that they can get off for PTO. And he's getting on a ladder and just pulling himself back.
I might do that. Next time I climb up the ladder, taste some products,
you're gonna fall into
backward.
Yeah, you've almost fallen into the tank a few times.
I've dropped some things before. All stainless steel.
Well, yeah. Let's see. We had one United blend that was infused with Ray-Bans for about a couple hours.
I did have some. They were polarized. And I had to go to. I dropped them in there. I had to run to Home Depot and grab one of those long claw things, and I'm like. It took me like an hour and a half to get the damn things out.
And then we have like a huge stainless steel paddle. It's like you could canoe with one of these things. I don't know if it slipped out of your hands. It slipped out
my hands and like it just fell. I was trying to, I don't know why I was like, oh, this would be cool to record me like doing like a witch's brew or something. And I was trying to record it and it just slipped and I was like, shit. So I used that claw thing and it wouldn't it would slip because it's wet, but that was stainless steel. So the paddle just sat in there until
we had to dump it
for a couple months until we had to bottle it. And then after we bottled it, I was able to, I had to lasso it out of there like a cowboy.
Well, now you got your tools back.
Yeah, I got my tools back.
Man, that must feel good. Well, we got something in our glasses here.
What are you making me drink here?
Well, I know. It's like as soon as you saw it, you're like, what is this thing? So I had my own sort of original thoughts when I first saw it. But a girl named Kelly, she runs this called Bewilder Spirits. And she has put a lot of effort into making something that's truly unique and different out there in the market. And she kind of put her heart and soul out there on TikTok a couple weeks ago and kind of just talked about how difficult this business is.
Oh, and that's an understatement.
I mean, she was going to the point, she's like, how am I going to succeed if my own friends and family won't even go and buy everything, right?
I know. And everybody's like, you're killing it. And I'm like, how many bottles you buy? None.
Yeah, that's definitely true. But I want you to try it. So this is it's a very interesting type of whiskey here.
What we got? It's a single malt with foraged mushrooms. Okay.
Infused with foraged mushrooms. So she goes and forages her own mushrooms.
Like mushrooms.
I know. I said single malt first and I was like, oh, here we go.
The nose is actually quite pleasant.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's nice and there's some nice subtle fruit notes, but nice woodsy smell, kind of mushroomy.
Mushroomy. But I can't wait for you to taste it. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, see? Same exact thought process I had too.
That's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. It's like desserty, chocolatey, brown sugar, not earthy at all.
I know.
It has like it tastes like a buttered down mushroom, like you get it on the side of your steak, like the buttered mushrooms.
You're going to remind me of the days when I don't share this one too lightly, but one of my first jobs, I worked at a Ponderosa steakhouse.
Oh boy.
And so I remember the bucket of mushrooms that would be sitting in the tubs of butter all day. Yeah. And that's kind of what you get on it.
Damn. Like looking at it, I was like, this is going to suck.
But it's really, really good.
I mean, it's actually really good.
I know. So it was funny because I read the label and it says, it has like natural flavors. And my immediate thought was, oh my God, this has got to be a flavored whiskey. And so I said, is this flavored at all? Because when you see something that says with natural flavors, it's like, well, that's what you see on Burnett's vodka, because it'll
Right.
say like candy apple with natural flavors. And she said, no, she said the mushrooms are actually added after aging inside the barrel. And it's a very short turnaround for the infusion. But now here's the thing that I thought was, and also the mushrooms are added in whole, but she goes and actually forages these up in the Pacific Northwest. So it's kind of cool to be able to do this. Now, this is one thing
Really?
I thought
was bottled in Connecticut.
Yeah, so she's got a partner she's working with through there or whatever. But here was one thing that I thought was really interesting that she didn't put on the label that I was just like, well, this is a big selling point. I did not know this. Mushrooms actually absorb and break down a good amount of the alcohol content, around 3% that's in the barrel, and really smooths out the whiskey. It's quite fascinating.
It definitely does. I mean, it's very approachable.
Yeah.
Enjoyable.
It's very interesting.
Wow.
So there you go. So Kelly, there's your shout out. So if you want to go and find it, it's called Bewilder.
This would be
right there.
I mean, Thanksgiving's came and gone, but this would taste good with turkey.
Yep. Single malt infused with wild foraged mushrooms.
Color may be damned.
Yes. I did find out, where the single malt came from?
Southern Distilling.
It's the other place that makes really good single malt nobody's talking about. A little place in Tennessee that we work with.
TDG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting, right?
That's damn good.
All right. So there you go. So let's talk about a few different things. First off, love the outpouring of support and emails that we've gotten, because we have announced that we are going to be expanding into California, Arizona. Where else?
Nevada.
Sorry. Apparently, I can't say Nevada is not how you're supposed to say this.
How you say it?
Nevada?
Nevada?
Nevada? Nevada. That's what it is. Nevada.
Really?
Yeah. I got a nasty gram.
Oh.
Somebody said they're like, I completely lost faith with you. You couldn't spell or say Nevada correctly. And I was like, my bad. I didn't know.
Well, if you live in Kentucky, we call it Nevada.
Everybody calls it Nevada. I hate to tell you that. What else? Washington, yes. And so we actually have trips already planned for Nevada, Arizona, and then Southern California, Northern California. And we're looking for stores, whiskey groups, everything like that to go and present in front of and be in front of you all. So if you have suggestions of places we should go.
And ambassadors.
Yes. We'll go ahead and start putting the official call for ambassadors now and start building that out. We got a couple months to build it up. So it'll be kind of a waiting period, if you will. But, and by the way, I should also mention, we've always put out call for ambassadors, and some people are like, here's my resume. I don't need your resume. I need trustworthy people just to know that this is not a full-time position. This is more of a weekend warrior kind of thing. So you'll be doing tastings on Fridays and Saturdays, staffing whiskey festivals on weekends and stuff like that. So if you're looking for a way to kind of earn some extra change on the weekends, but you get to sit there and preach the good word of Pursuit Spirits and talk about bourbon, man, have I got a deal for you.
Yeah, it's the best deal.
It is. What I loved about it, at least with all our ambassadors so far, is they kind of reinvest everything back in the business.
That's right.
So
they're like, we use the money you give us to give back to you, buy bottles. And it's like, well, thank you. That wasn't our intention. We wanted you to earn some money, but
yeah. So
they have a nice community. They've built up a lot of friendships being built. So
they sure have. We've got our own Facebook group that is just for ambassadors, and so they talk within there as well. But yes, it's great that you can actually use that money and join P Club and buy the bottles from P Club, because you're not going to get those bottles when you're out and about the market. So it's a good way to kind of get your hands on a lot of that stuff. So it kind of all evens out.
100%.
We like it.
Been blown away by the outreach in all the new markets. So thank you all and we're excited about it. Really stoked.
Yep. And then one more announcement. So if you are going to be in Hamburg, Germany, right? Or the bottle market in Britain.
Can I go?
Yeah, right. I wish. Anyway, so we have started pushing all of our products now overseas into the EU and UK and stuff like that. So a guy named Whiskey Jason, he runs another YouTube channel out there. We're point where we launched on there as well. He's going to be exhibiting at the Just Whiskey event in Hamburg on Friday the 5th and Saturday the 6th of December, and Bottle Market in Bremen on Friday the 12th and Saturday December 13th.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go.
You want to go?
I am going to Paris, and I'm going to France for spring break. So
you're going to Paris for spring break?
Yeah.
Mike, you are like, speaking of holidays, it's like you're the dad in Home Alone. Everybody's like, where's he get all the money to do this?
You're going to Paris?
And he's flying the whole family there? How's he afford this?
I know. I don't know. Ask my wife. I asked the same thing.
Oh, you're going to make my kid.
But we're going to like Paris, then over to like Strasbourg or something. I don't know. Along the German Switzerland coast, or not coast, I guess border.
Okay.
So I guess I should reach out to Nathan and see if we're carried. I'll do an event somewhere.
There you go.
I'll get to write it all off.
Yeah, there you go.
That's how I get the money.
Oh, wow. I didn't know Pursuit Spirits was going to be expensing your entire European vacation.
Got to grow the brand, buddy.
This is what it takes. All right. Well, speaking of other things that are happening, I mentioned at the top of the show, the Lodge at Trial and Error is now open. We're super excited for it. So if you want to come and check it out, please do. It runs from now, November 28th through January 3rd. We've got all kinds of festive cocktails. We have spent I think at this point over 20 hours decorating down here, and
that's it.
I am numb.
It's more than that.
Oh, I mean, my toes just can't take it anymore. I've been standing so much and drilling in the walls and hanging crap.
20 hours of Hobby Lobby time. I'll never get those back.
No, you won't. That's unfortunate. But if you do come and you walk through the hallway where all the lights are strung up, I encourage you, please take a picture, post it on Instagram, because that alone took me 2 days.
Yeah.
But it looks great.
You did an awesome job of that. And Mistletoe Cove.
Ah, yes.
Yes. Come to Mistletoe Cove. We'll post some videos about it, but bring that significant other, There's mistletoe above you, seal the deal.
Here you go. We're here for all engagements as well.
Right.
So if you want to make this the place to happen, we can do that too. So make sure you come and check out the Lodge over here at Trial and Error. It is our holiday pop-up here on Whiskey Row in downtown Louisville. And hats off to our bartender, Jordan, who's created a fantastic cocktail menu. I can't wait to dive into all of them here relatively soon. I've tried 2 so far.
I've only had 1, but it was good.
Yes, it was good. Yeah. All right, let's go on a little bit of the bourbon news. This one isn't too much news, but it was something that Ryan and I got to be there in person for. A lot of people in Louisville. There were some other influencers that were there in person. Jim Gaffigan's live from the Old Forester. The Bourbon Set is now streaming on YouTube, and it's free, available to go and do it. It's, from what I've seen, is that it already eclipsed 1 million plays.
Wow, that's incredible. The first day when I watched it, I think it was already at like 300,000. So I was like, damn, this thing's going.
It's viral, baby.
It's going viral, baby.
It's going viral.
They came out with a reel. I got a message from Jim on Instagram.
I saw that.
I was like, Jim never messages me directly. And he was like, thought you would want to see this. And it was me, like, I remember them interviewing me now, and they're like, talk about Jim and how he's learned. And so then I was like, well, he's learned everything from me. I was just kind of joking. I didn't mean, but
it made it into the video.
It made it in there. So
yeah, it was perfect.
That was very cool. Thanks, Jim.
That was a great reel.
But it's hilarious. If you haven't seen it, you have to go watch it. It's so funny. So good. Especially if you're a bourbon nerd.
I mean, if you're listening to this, like it is our people. He is talking about every single thing you've probably thought of in your head, or everything that you've experienced, but now he puts it into a context that you can go.
That airs yesterday, right? The Jim Gaffigan episode?
Yes.
We did?
No. So our Jim Gaffigan episode is going to be airing Thursday next week.
Thursday next week. Got it.
I think so. Wait, no, it is tomorrow. Today. Yesterday. It is yesterday. Oh, yeah. So I hope you listen to, if we're recording on Wednesday, this is released on Friday. Yeah. So yeah, it was on Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving. I hope you enjoy our other interview with Jim Gaffigan as we talk about sort of behind the scenes of a bourbon set and why he wanted to do it.
Yep. It's hilarious.
Yes. All right. So on to actual bourbon news now, 15 minutes in. I don't know if you call this bourbon news, but it was kind of funny. Elijah Craig is debuting a new fragrance called Elijah Craig Char No. 3 Cologne, inspired by I thought this was April Fool's. It's not April Fool's. Inspired by the brand's defining tradition of using level 3 charred oak barrels. The cologne is designed to capture the warm, smoky, and sophisticated essence of the barrel charring process. The scent profile features some notes of like juniper berries, nutmeg, oak, barrel, rich vanilla, so on and so forth. Named after the father of bourbon, the specific char level used for the whiskey and the fragrance was custom formulated by Simrise and manufactured by Crafting Beauty. Elijah Craig Char No. 3 is available for pre-order now for $50 and will ship in time for the holidays, while it's be sold in limited quantities at their Heaven Hill Bourbon Experience gift shop in Bardstown.
You don't need Armani, you need Elijah Craig. Hey, if you want to smell like bourbon, come work with us today and dump some barrels, and then go pick up your kids. And everybody's like, you smell like whiskey. I'm like, I know. It's been spilling all over my clothes
the whole day. The whole day. I mean, you could just take whiskey and just, pat it on your neck though, right?
Yeah.
That would just kind of just skip the whole process.
That'd be
Not really a
I
fragrance.
do
at that
like
point.
the smell of inside of barrels. Maybe it's a good idea. I don't know.
But here's the thing: is like, are you doing this for you, or are you doing this for the lovely lady in your life? Because typically, that's why you would.
Yeah,
actually
I don't
do
wear
that.
colognes, and
Neither do I.
I don't like perfumes, cologne, because I have a sensitive nose. Obviously,
You should. You should also the way he just like me. He's kind of this snooty look. Like, obviously, I'm the master blender,
That's
master
right.
taster,
Self-appointed. I drew the tall straw on that one, but seriously, like my father-in-law wears cologne, and I'm like, oh my God, it's just so strong, and I'm like, please don't do that.
I think it's like a dying thing. I don't know a whole lot of people.
It's expensive.
Well, and I don't know a whole lot of people our age that are really big into colognes or fragrances or anything like that. I think that's something that's sort of fallen off
like,
in this year.
Doesn't deodorant do enough for you? You don't, or what are you trying to hide?
Yeah. Well, you think the alcohol market's tanked. What about the cologne market? That's got to be
it's probably growing.
It's got to be it's probably big in other parts of the world. And maybe it's just not big here in Kentucky anymore. I don't know.
Just see them you go like in the duty free, and they have like this massive cologne. And I'm like, who the hell's buying all this shit?
I got to save $5 on my liter of cologne over here.
A carton of cigs.
I'm surprised that Costco hasn't gotten in that. Start selling liters of cologne.
Kirkland brand.
Yeah. Get my Kirkland denim next to my Kirkland cologne.
That's right. Smells like samples.
Yeah. All right. So this was the other headline, is that a vintage whiskey counterfeiter has been exposed in the state of Maryland. So a man identified as James Ely, or E-L-I or E-L-Y, however you would say that, in Burtonsville, Maryland, has been exposed for producing and selling counterfeit vintage whiskeys by refilling old bottles with modern spirits. The evidence dates back all the way to 2019, which shows that he was purchasing empty bottles, old labels, and tax stamps, and then selling the resulting filled as quote-unquote sealed with private sales and whiskey groups and public auctions. Here's the methods and how it was kind of actually uncovered here. So he created fakes by excessively weathering or damaging labels to suggest that age, and he would do things like obscure the dates on the tax strips so they didn't actually meet or match the bottle's alleged production year. He was focusing primarily on bourbons and ryes, with fakes valued between approximately $500 to $8,000 each, and suggested he acquired materials to be able to assemble these from at least over 50 different counterfeits over 5 different months. Now, he also starts by building trust by initially selling genuine bottles, and then later even attempted to contact the reporter, in this case, Adam Hers. If anybody know, he was actually on the podcast a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And he actually contacted Adam using a pseudonym of the name Oscar, pretending to be clueless seller who unknowingly consigned a fake, just saying, hey, can you, is this a fake? Can you tell? So that was probably a big red flag. Victims also reported that some of the whiskey tasted harsh and definitely modern, and newer fakes may contain some home blends suggested with either potentially sweeteners, resulting in the tasting notes of intense sweetness or rich caramel. And then he was also discovered by having some of these fakes in 2 recent lots in auctions in Chicago, which who knows, might have been unicorn auctions, which promptly contacted affected buyers and issued refunds before banning the faker himself. The report concludes that while the overall vintage whiskey market is generally safe, buyers should remain vigilant and avoid private sales unless experienced, and rely on established collectors or auction houses with whiskey specialists.
Wow. I haven't had any counterfeiters come out in quite some time. We had a run where we were like counterfeiter all the time. But
I think because Adam gets on it, and it takes some months, right? This isn't like something he uncovers in the span of a weekend. There's a lot of in-depth. He's a man of the people, but there's a lot of in-depth reporting and analysis that actually goes into this instead of just wildly throwing out claims. And I should mention, I said the word unicorn auctions in there. It might not have been unicorn, but when it says 2 recent lot 14 auctions in the city of Chicago, I'm just assuming that was probably unicorn.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. Probably the money's gone. People won't get it back, and it sucks because I love vintage whiskey. I know you do. Everybody loves it. And
I love single malts infused with foraged mushrooms.
Dude, this will make a hell of a dusty one day.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just unfortunate that people try to take advantage of people, and we've had a counterfeiter on the show before. That was one of the more awkward episodes we've ever done, but
never again.
Enlightening nonetheless. But yes, it's a reminder to be careful and have a trustworthy source for these.
Yeah, make sure your vouchers are legit. See if they have good reviews, good eBay feedback.
Yep.
All right. So here's our last news article here. You might remember Black Button Distilling. Remember they went out of business. They came back. They were acquired by somebody. And then now, guess what? Black Button Distilling, they've now terminated their entire staff, including their founder, Jason Barrett, just after weeks being acquired by the nascent liquor firm Blackstar, who I didn't know this is actually run by the former Buffalo Trace manager, Chris Comstock, who's been on the show before, long time ago. The acquisition was announced in September after Black Button had experienced financial difficulties, but Barrett believed Blackstar would save the distillery. Instead, the layoffs occurred in mid-October. So there's a few different things happening. First is that Barrett was brought back on temporarily as a contractor to help the new owners sell off all the Black Button's inventory, including barrels of aging bourbon and bottled liquor, as the company moves to liquidate all its assets. Barrett noted that the distillery's collapse reflects a difficult period for the industry, rising costs, declining spirit sales nationwide, and other things among higher cost brands. The recent report found that 25.5% of American craft distilleries closed between September 2024 and August 2025. And the future still is unclear, despite Comstock initially stating that Barrett would, quote, run Black Button as always, and they had hoped to expand the brand. The new owners have not shared their long-term plans for the brand or the facilities.
Yeah, that's quick.
Yeah.
I know Chris started, after he left Buffalo Trace, started I guess, kind of a fund. I'd call it a fund or group, investment group, that they're investing because he really believes in the craft spirits industry, and he's been going and finding interesting, unique brands and investing in them. And so when I initially heard this, I was like, "Oh, good, Chris is a smart guy. He knows what the hell he's doing. He helped grow Buffalo Trace for many years, but that's fast, only a month, not even a month, into it. But we've been getting Black Button inventories for years now. So, I don't know. That's tough.
It's business.
It is
at
business.
The end of the day, and I'm sure that Chris is probably, he acquired it, right? He can do what he wants with it. He's probably doing whatever is best in his opinion to help, either revive something or get out from underneath of it, or perhaps it was just something that he knows that he can come in and, flip it and make some quick money. Like, I don't know. Like, it's business. So you can only do what you know with what you can do with it.
Make money.
Yes. That's it for the bourbon news.
Oh,
I know. Quick one. But stick around. I think we even got a quicker bourbon release news coming up. All right, y'all. Here we go. Bourbon release news time. Just 3 to kind of get back at it. And actually, we'll say there's actually only 2, because I'll move this one to the top because this was probably supposed to be in the bourbon news, but I just now realized it. Is that our partner Give 270 has announced that they have new tickets for the round 17 of their weekly Wednesday raffle. But this one's a little bit different because you get to get signed bottles, hand selected by the one and only Jim Gaffigan.
Oh,
yes. Jim's in the news on both segments this week. The prize includes a full vertical of single barrel selections chosen by Gaffigan from his personal bottle of Father Time Middle Child Mystery, Empty Nester Strength, and a signed show poster, and 4 tickets to a Jim Gaffigan show with backstage meet and greets. Give 270 is one of 6 nonprofits selected to receive the 6-bottle set, and ticket buyers in this Whiskey Wednesdays round 17 continue to have a chance to win their quote-unquote Pappy prizes. All proceeds will be going to Casa of the Heartland, and this is going to take place on Give 270's YouTube channel, Wednesday, 8 p.m., December 17th, and all tickets are priced at just a mere $5 each.
Oh, I'll take a chance.
There you go.
We've hung out with Jim, but
You'd hang out with him again?
I hang out with Jim and $5. I mean, Jim's so funny and cool to be around, and his whiskey's great too. So, I mean, even if you don't get the Pappies, you get the Father Times. I think I'd rather have the Father Time.
I know you would.
Yeah,
we've had our Pappies time, right?
Oh, so it's came and gone.
Now it's time for our Father Time.
That's right.
That's what it is. No, Jim is fun to hang out with. Very down to earth. And he's every once in a while he'll crack a good joke right there in front of you. You didn't expect it.
I know. And then you try to crack one with him and you're like, I suck.
It didn't land.
It didn't land.
Didn't land at all. All right, 2 more here. So Chattanooga Whiskey has announced that its signature recipe, Chattanooga 91, because if you couldn't just take it in 750 ml bottles, well, guess what?
Oh, I saw this.
You can now get it in 1.5 liter bottle sizes. So these were originally in 750 and 375s, and this new larger size will be available at their experimental distillery and in retail stores across Tennessee and Georgia.
Handled Chattanooga. I like it.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's not 1.75, but 1.5.
It's a 1.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess I need to see what it looks like. Because now with the TTB ruling, you can make a glass in any size. It really doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't have to fit any standard sizes anymore. But you typically make sure it fits into a European market distribution size.
Yeah. I like Chattanooga, so might as well have a bigger version of it. So
Well,
instead of getting 3 bottles, I get 2.
How was...
Or no, maybe 2 bottles.
Yeah,
one.
2 bottles. So remember Buffalo Trace? They did a massive one time too. Wasn't that like 5 liters or something like that?
Yeah,
it was years ago. I forget what it was, but I thought they had like a 5 liter bottle.
Oh, that's massive.
Yeah,
that's heavy to carry around.
Well, that's the whole point. You have 1 bottle for your rest of your life.
That's right. Make a good showpiece on your bar.
I mean, it would be one of those things that you can put your kid next to it and check its height like every couple of months and just start knocking it off.
At least with like the big bottles of bourbon, like they'll last for a long time. Like my friends have the Magnum bottles of wine, and it's like, you want to open it? I don't know. It means we got to finish this.
Yeah, it was like, do we have 30 people that we can share this with tonight?
Right. At least with bourbon, can stretch it out over a couple of years.
Maybe a decade.
Yeah.
It's your decade bourbon. It's your heirloom bourbon.
That's right.
Learned about that one the other day. Our gal, Lauren here, she goes, that's what we need to do. We need to figure out what's your heirloom bourbon that people come in and buy, and it doesn't even matter what the cost is. Because some people, and she learned this because of our friends over at Clayton and Kroom.
Okay.
Because, Clayton and Kroom, they do all the leather goods here, right? And I'm sorry, not Lauren. I met another gal that owns a winery here, and she's also worked with some Clayton and Kroom. So anyway, sorry, not Lauren here. Another lady that I met, and she goes, Clayton and Kroom deals in heirloom pieces, because if you buy a belt, well, that belt can be used for you, your son, your grandson, maybe your grandson's grandson, right? And you'll spend $400 on that belt because it can be an heirloom
Last
piece.
forever.
Yeah, and she said that there was like a duffel bag that was, and apparently you go to Clayton Kroom, they don't put price tags on anything. You have to go
ask.
You have to go ask and all this other kind of stuff. So yeah, it's all in the mentality of it. But
I'm too cheap to ask.
This lady said, "Yeah, I'll take this duffel bag." And this, she goes, "Do you want to know how much it costs?" She was like, "If it's $700 or $7,000, I don't care. I'm going to buy it." So I mean, it was amazing. And she goes, "You all need an heirloom bourbon."
So something that
you'll never drink.
You'll never pass it down. It sounds like that doesn't necessarily translate.
Well, it's probably not really much in the bourbon world. As it was probably in
grains.
Scotch. Well, yeah, it's not the same.
I know. I don't have any grains.
I'm going to pass these grains down to my grandkids.
Here's a bag of grains.
Yes. It's your grandpappy's single malt that he used one of these days. And here's the mushrooms.
Well, every bottle from the shebang's an heirloom or potential.
There you go. We'll start putting that on the neck tag there.
Yep.
Your heirloom bottle. All right, we've talked enough. We got one more here for you. And Foley Family Wines and Spirits, FFWS is what they go by, announced Ampersand, a collection of unexpected spirits crafted by Chip Tate, FFWS's master distiller of innovation. For innovation. Ampersand includes 3 distinct expressions: malice, vinia, and opimus. Opimus.
Sounds fancy.
Each inspired by the concept of combining complementary spirits to create an unexpected taste experience. The Ampersand Malice is a blend of American rye whiskey and Calvados. Ampersand Vinia is a blend of rye whiskey and grain spirit aged in XO cognac casks. And the Ampersand Optimus.
Say rye and grain spirit?
And grain. So I don't know if it's
like
clear grain. I have no idea. But anyway, the Ampersand Optimus or Opimus, whatever it is. I just see it and I think of Optimus Prime. It's a 15-year-old Kentucky bourbon finished in Tokai barrels. The Ampersand collection has already received numerous awards and blah, blah, blah. And there's no price tag. There's no proof, but all it says, it's a complimentary portfolio of ultra premium and luxury wines and whiskeys.
All right. Sounds like some interesting finishes. I do like Calvados.
I'm starting to get into it. Was it the Bar Sound?
Yeah, Normandy.
The Normandy one. That was pretty good.
Released today, Black Friday.
There hasn't been a whole lot of other Calvadoses that have been around, but I don't know. I think that one, we did a small whiskey quickie on it because I didn't know if they were going to do it, but it was just to our Patreon folks, and it was good.
I loved it.
It was less than the barrel for almost 2 years or something.
Yeah, something like that.
28 months, maybe it was. I don't know. It was a long time, but that's a long time for stuff to be sitting in extra barrels. It's one of those good things, I guess, if you just leave it and forget about it, and you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna probably go check on those barrels.
Got the money to just sit and forget it.
We'll just throw some stuff in a barrel and see what happens. But that is it. That is enough for this week in bourbon. I hope everybody out there had a fantastic Thanksgiving. We have a lot to be thankful for.
We do
here over at Pursuit. Thank you to everybody that has graced us with your presence of coming to our spot on Whiskey Row in downtown Louisville. Grabbed a Kenny Sour or Rye Rita or a spice or pumpkin spice espresso martini at the bar here at Trial and Error. If you've just been out there and buying a bottle of Pursuit United and sharing with friends and family, this is for you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. And for listening, telling everybody about our podcast. It's crazy. This is our 10th year doing this, and we couldn't do it without you all. And happy Black Friday. Hope you didn't get trampled down in a line somewhere. And one thing, I think I was looking, we've had almost like 9,000 visitors come through here since we've opened. So that's pretty cool. So thank you all very much.
I love it. Well, cheers, everybody. Again, happy Thanksgiving. Love one another and keep drinking bourbon.
That's
all right.
Keep drinking.
Cheers, y'all. See you next time.
Toodles.